In the spotlight today is Laurence Gladu. She is the goalkeeper, a grad transfer from Penn. You're from Montreal, leading this USC women's soccer team to the top of the Big Ten right now. Big match coming up on Thursday, as I mentioned, against Ohio State. What brought you to USC? It sounds like your roots are more northeast. What brought you to USC?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted some change, but I guess my initial contact with USC was with the goalkeeper coach, Megan Hins. She coached me at Penn as well for 2 years, and so I kind of wanted to stick with her, knowing that she knows how I learn and how I get to my best. So when she offered to come here, it was a no-brainer. I had to accept.
Let's talk about some goalkeeping. I think that's where I would have been if
This
I
is
was
your specialty.
If I was a soccer player, I would have been a goalkeeper. Tell us about some technique. Tell us about how to be a great goalkeeper is my question. You don't strike me as the tallest in stature, right? You don't usually see some tall goalkeepers. Yeah. What's it like being a shorter goalkeeper, and how do you get that done?
Yeah, I think most people say goalkeepers are crazy. So you got to have some courage, because obviously you can get bumped around a lot. I think it's just how you can use your presence. Like you said, I'm not the tallest goalkeeper, and I think teams knows that as well. But I think just knowing what your strengths are, playing to them. I know for me, like, my feet are my strength, so how can I get the ball at my feet more to help my team build up? But yeah, just knowing your strengths and being brave, not being scared to get hit sometimes.
Maybe it's not for me. I'm not that brave anyway. So go ahead, Coach.
You taking notes over there, Sean? So we take a lot of pride in the Trojan family here, and you know, how welcoming have your teammates and the fans been since you stepped foot on campus here at USC?
Yeah, they've been awesome. I mean, this team is really special on the field, obviously, as everyone has seen, but also off the field. As soon as I got here, whether it's other grad transfers or just any of the girls on the team already that have been here for either a year, like the freshmen, or some of the upperclassmen, they've been super welcoming, helping me around campus, just being there for me whenever I needed it.
You're from Montreal. Do you have any goaltending in your past? Did you play hockey at all?
Yeah, I grew up playing hockey. I think apparently I learned to skate before I learned to walk, and I was also a goalkeeper at hockey.
Goaltender, I thought goaltender hockey, or is it different in Canada?
Maybe it's different in Canada. We're special over there, but I always called it.
I thought it was very intense about the goaltending versus the goalkeeping over here. Are they similar skills? Did you feel like they translate, playing angles maybe?
Yeah, a little bit, but then you know how you save it with your pads. Sometimes I would do that in soccer. You know, it didn't work, so I had to stop I had to stop hockey because it was like not mixing well together.
It's on ice. It's on ice.
That's true. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Soccer's really grown in Canada, though. Like,
yeah.
what's led to the explosion of the sport in Canada?
I think just everywhere around the world, people recognizing that women's sport are as fun as men's sport. And in Canada, there's a lot of talent. I mean, you obviously know the big names, Christine Sinclair, Kaylin Sheridan, but just recognizing that if we start that passion at a young age and we show younger players that, yes, you can you can become a big player in the world, not just, even if you're a woman, you can be a big part of sports world. So I think just showing young kids that.
Let's talk PK strategy here. Are you someone who is going to, do you have your go-to PK strategy, or are you studying the tape of the other players? You know what their tendencies? When it comes down to crunch time in that PK situation, what's your strategy?
I usually try to stay calm. I don't sometimes I know a lot of goalkeepers like to move around, clap
shake
their hand.
The bar.
Yeah, it stresses me out.
Go back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. It stresses me out more than I think the forward. So I'll just stand there, watch if they tend to look one way or another. The coaches do a great job. If some players always go to the right or something, they'll let me know. But I just try to use my instinct and hope I go the right way.
Like Jordan mentioned, you're from Montreal, went to Penn, now here at USC. What's been your favorite part about living in Southern California down here in Los Angeles?
I mean, I can't complain about the weather. I mean, it's always warm here. I can always go outside in a T-shirt, which I can't say
It's normally not
Canada.
this hot, though. I promise you that. It's
Really?
normally not this hot in the summer. Yeah, it's been a little bit more hot, but yeah, no, the weather's definitely nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice also to get a tan on. At Penn, it was always super windy, super rainy, so... No,
are you already bundled up by this time at Penn when we're in October? Really?
Yeah, we got our big puffer jackets already. Yeah.
You guys are leading the nation in road wins. What's been the key to the mentality of this team that's spent a lot of time away from home?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest words we've been using is resiliency. I think on the road, this team has shown that. I think we just know that our talent doesn't matter where we are in the country. We can show our talent no matter whose field we're on. And I think on the long term, it's just going to give us an advantage when we're in those tournaments. We're probably not going to be at home a lot. So I think that's going to give us an edge.
Women's USC soccer, always national championship aspirations. That's always the goal here. What about yourself as a personal goals for this year? What do you want to get done?
I mean, this here coming to USC to me was more of like exposure for my professional career. So I'm hoping to obviously have a lot of fun, play with some great players, and hopefully that helps me go do bigger things after that, play pro hopefully.
Now you went to Penn, and if you didn't know that, Sean, that's an Ivy League school. And
sounds good.
I did have some opportunities to go to some Ivy League school. I just told them I was too smart, so I didn't get in. But I got to ask, academics-wise, and don't feel bad. You don't have to say anything bad about USC, but is there a noticeable difference, obviously, from coming from an Ivy League school now academics-wise, and how tough is that to kind of manage or maybe a little bit easier while you're still a student-athlete?
Yeah, I mean, I am a grad student here, which I think the course load is a little lighter.
Okay.
So I'm pretty lucky with that. But, yeah, I mean, it's an Ivy school. It's what you would expect. It's a lot. But there's a lot of resources for you. And especially here, there's even more. Like, it's crazy. There's at least 10 people I could go to if I'm struggling with something. So it's been really great.
What are you majoring in?
I'm mastering in gerontology.
Or mastering. Okay, nice. Yeah, awesome.
Sean, thoughts on Montreal's delicacy, poutine?
Poutine, little fries and gravy, the cheese curds. Yeah. Oh, I know it. I mean, I had a little bit.
That seemed like it would be something that's up your alley.
Yeah, that was my next question. Sorry.
Poutine was coming up. I know. I felt it coming. Coming up is USC versus Ohio State on Thursday at BMO, just across the street, right next to the Coliseum where the old sports arena used to be, one of the great soccer venues, certainly in Southern California. 6 p.m. is when that match will start, so get out there and support USC women's soccer. If you want the inside scoop on this game and all things Trojans, be sure to sign up for the 3 Torches, presented by Spartan Final. It's a free newsletter that'll hit your email inbox 3 times a week with game info, player insights, and more. Go to usctrojans.com/3torches and sign up.